Hey, everybody, good morning. I want to talk to you a little bit about this activity called the Ethical Dilemmas of Self-Driving Cars. It is a great activity, but I kind of think when you open up the activity, it might be a little bit text heavy and it's slightly overwhelming to kind of figure out where in the world do I get started. So hopefully this video will break it down for you, and I think you're actually going to like the activity when you get a chance to see what it is that we have going on. So I'm showing you very quickly what this Google Doc is going to look like. And when I come down here, the very first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with part one. So we're definitely talking about self-driving cars. And in part one, you're pretty much giving me pre-knowledge. So part one is just your opinion. What do I already know about self-driving cars? Do I have any opinions right now about self-driving cars? That's going to be step one. And then when we go to step two, we're going to gain a little bit more knowledge. I'm going to scroll down so I can see part two. When I scroll down to part two, I've got this video right here, The Ethical Dilemma of Self-Driving Cars. The video is about 4 minutes long. So in the video, it's going to provide some knowledge and background information for you. So from that 4-minute video, you're going to come on in and answer this question right here. And then we're going to be ready for step three. So on step three, what we actually have is an interactive simulation. The interactive simulation is from MIT, which stands for the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. And it's called MIT's Moral Machine. And our instructions for playing the interactive are going to be right here for you. So we're going to run the interactive, and then we just have a couple questions we're going to answer at the end. So let me show you what this is going to look like. I'm going to come on in and I'm going to follow the link for this MIT Moral Machine. Let me actually just spread this out a little bit for us so we can see what it looks like. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. Not the savviest of sites, but it's definitely going to do a pretty cool thing. So I'm going to take a look right here in the middle of the screen, and it says Start Judging is actually what I want to select. So when I select Start Judging, what I'm going to be able to see are two scenarios that are going to be these self-driving cars. And they look pretty similar, but they've got a couple different things. And you'll notice at the top, it says, what should the self-driving car do? And I'm also going to notice in the top right-hand corner here that it's going to show me this is going to be option 1 of 13. So I've got 13 different scenarios that I'm actually going to go through. I'm also going to scroll down just a little bit because it's going to tell me that I need to read the descriptions. So right here underneath of my two images, and you can see as I hover over it that it's going to highlight, I'm going to go ahead and select Show Description on both of those. When I select Show Description, it's going to tell me the story of what's going on. So in this case, the self-driving car with the sudden brake failure will continue ahead and drive through a pedestrian crossing ahead, and it's going to result in, oh my God, are you ready for this? 3 dead homeless people. Note that the affected pedestrians were flouting by crossing at the red signal. I'm then going to come on over and I'm going to see what my other scenario is. So I'm going to scroll down here, choose Show Description, and let's see what horrible information is going on over here. Okay, so on the right side, in this case, the self-driving car with a sudden brake failure will swerve and crash into the concrete barrier, which will result in 3 dead homeless people. So between these two situations, which are horrible, I must say, I need to decide which one of these I'm going to select. I don't really know if any of them are right, but I'm just going to choose the one on the left. Maybe I thought that was a little bit better. So you're now going to notice that it's going to show you that you're on to scenario number 2. Kind of looks pretty similar. We're on to scenario number 2. So we're going to come on in, check out the scenario, show the description, read about it, and we're going to go on through. So once we get all the way to the end, it's actually going to have a section for us. So once we get all the way to the end, it's going to have a section for us where we can go in and see our results. So if we take a look, it's going to tell you which character you saved the most, which character you killed the most. That's so awful. And then it's going to tell you what did you do to save more lives, which passengers did you protect, and it's going to give you this information. So you actually want to take a look at that because that's going to help you out with these questions right down here at the bottom. Okay, so those questions right down there. So for us today, we have 3 different things that we're going to be doing. First, we're going to record what we already know about self-driving cars. We're then going to become more educated by watching a 4-minute video. And our third thing we're going to do is actually run the simulation and then record some of our data points at the end. All right, I hope that this video helps you. If you have any problems, please make sure that you reach out and you let me know. Take care. See you later.